Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely, lovely, lovely friends and viewers and listeners. Thanks very much for joining me. I'm your show host, Susanna Medium. And then you are watching and listening to this one particular show, Susanna Medium. And I tell you what, I am celebrating. I am celebrating. I've got a little balloon here. Let's see if I can put it around myself. Oh my goodness me. Well, one way of celebrating because this is my 100th episode here on this wonderful network. So here we go. I am sending absolutely beautiful, beautiful love and the kindest wishes and warmth from the bottom of my heart to every single one of you who have supported this particular show and all the other shows here on this network, as one radio, even our psychic radio and Moonstruck TV. And it's not just this show, but then all the other shows because I am here because the others have been here. And now I am here because I was invited, and I am here because I had the courage to step into this reality. And I'm here because I've got so much encouragement from everybody, and most certainly from you lovely viewers and listeners, and those of you who have over the years, yes, followed this show and followed my pages and interacted with me, and then you are there on my social media pages. So I'm really, really grateful for every single one of you. Now, if you have been a new viewer or a new participator in this series of episodes here, then you can find everything, all my previous recordings, 100. This is a 100th show, my goodness me. I'm just, pinching myself. That, oh my goodness me, who would have thought that I would be here to celebrate my 100th episode? And I'm very clearly celebrating with a glass of clear water here. So if you are interested in all the other shows, all the interviews, my longer shows, the shorter shows, the interviews, the conversations, the meditations, the insights, my Anna Frank conversation that has been very special to me, and then all the guests who have been on my show over this beautiful stretch of time. Just go and find everything on the replay section. You can find wherever you are listening, wherever we are viewing right now, or on replay, you can find everything. Where you can find everything. Now, how I am going to celebrate these 100 episodes. I know it's going to take me something, but on my personal YouTube page, which is again, we made it very easy for you, Susanna Medium. I am going to record 100 little tiny short episodes for every single recording I have created here with you on this network. And then just really reflecting what every single episode meant for me, or all the conversations. So watch that space. If you have not found that YouTube page, go on to YouTube with the usual things and then just find Susanna Medium, And I appreciate that you are there as well. So it's going to be a beautiful series of conversations, because every single episode here, whether we talked about words or inspiration or guidance or channeling or cards or candles or magic or imagination or the arts, you remember the dots and the lines and the shapes, those things, or my conversation about the oracle cards and then the tarot cards and then the books, and then also the authors and even the publisher. There was, I think, one or two publishers who were here on my shows, talking about their work and all the various things, how people travel. If you remember the Urban monk who has had his series here as well, and then his conversations and all the various things. So I'm really looking forward to going back to and listening to and watching 100 episodes. And then I know, we can have the longer shows and we can have the shorter shows, and it's going to take me some time, but I've been thinking about that. So I'm really looking forward to creating something and reflecting. Do you do that? That reflecting. Time is a little bit short. Sometimes we feel in our rushing and running life, and oh my goodness me, all the things what are happening in our worlds right now. We can just send prayers wherever we are. And those souls, mind you, all of us affected in one way or another, and we just need to find the peace within ourselves. And you just see, just one little practical tip before I start talking to my caller here is that Actually, I heard it, quite recently. I heard this idea and I thought, oh, it's quite like that one. So if you wake up in the morning or when you go to bed or whichever time you want to start in your life, or in your day, you just say that now I am starting my most magical, wonderful, powerful, empowering, empowered, inspiring, insightful, whatever way, wonderful, sexy, gorgeous, joyful, um, anointed, anything, I don't know what you want to think, or blessed 24 hours. And then you stick with that, what you are saying and what you are inviting and what you are what you are just saying out loud. And during that time, if you say 24 hours, you can start with 24 hours. The person I heard was saying 48 hours, but I said, let's just start with a shorter period of time. Why? Because we might not have the patience or we might forget about things or all those things. But it's all okay because we are learning. Every single moment is giving us a new opportunity to embrace something and have the awareness, bring ourselves back to ourselves all the time. So try it. I am trying, and I'm saying now from this very moment, I'm starting my most gorgeous and blessed and peaceful and graceful and loving 24 hours. And then if you feel that I'm going a little bit out of balance, then okay, what did I say? What did I promise for myself? What did I promise for the others? What is my light? How can I be my most gorgeous, and whatever way you want to describe yourself or describe the reality for yourself, even if it is not that way. But then this is how we are bringing it into our reality. This is how we are using all our senses and noticing everything around us, which is the most blessed, the most loving, the most gorgeous, the most kind, the compassionate, the caring in our environment, the people and the situations. So let me know if you are taking on this challenge and how you are getting on with that. You can start with a couple of hours. And then you can create, oh, if I forget about something that, oh, maybe I'm pinching myself, like a little bit, or maybe I don't know, click my finger. And then in that very moment, I'm bringing myself back to this reality. What was the promise I said to myself or I gave to myself? So here we go. If you are interested in my work, go to www.zsuzannamedium.com. And oh my goodness, I told you so many times. It's so easy to remember all these 9 letters. ZSUZSENNA medium.com. And it's always Zsuzsanna Medium, just a Zsuzsanna Medium. So here we go. I am going to talk to Marky is it Fresno, California. So Marky, can you hear me, lovely one?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for being here. So how can I help you?
I have a couple of questions. I'm
Sure.
currently seeing this guy. His name is John, and I feel like we have something definitely. We're both happy, and I was just wondering, is he my soulmate? Is
Sure,
something
sure.
long-term going to come out of this?
Okay, so you see, immediately what I'm saying, what I'm feeling is that on the path, on your path, you feel more ready. You are more of an open book than the other person. So I'm not saying that the person is a little bit hesitating, but then as if you need to have a little waiting, as if we need to have a little moment of encouragement. Encouraging the person and giving the person time and space. And it feels like the person wants to come forward energetically and wants to build something, but then there is the type of hesitation. But then the hesitation, uncertainty is not about you and all your light, but then it feels like what he has been carrying with himself and within himself. It feels like it just, for some reason, I'm holding myself in a shell, and I just want to show a little bit. And then you see when
Is
you
he
have a question,
scared?
pardon?
Is he scared?
I'm feeling a little uncertainty, but it's not uncertainty about you or who you are, but then within himself. I feel that is his default, his base energy. That when something new is coming to my life, I'm a little bit cautious. I feel I need to watch. I need to look around. I need to check again, and then I need to be a little bit cautious, and I need to be really certain that what is coming to me, then I can really welcome, and welcome and really, I deserve, I feel that is a conversation. I deserve how much I deserve. and then how much I'm able to hold, or whether it is really real what is coming to me, Your job in the
Yeah.
situation, what Spirit is saying is that it feels like, if you understand, that you have, with your words, with your questions, you have tried to understand. So your way of understanding a person is through communications, verbal communication, exchanges of ideas. With the person, his energy is about silence. So it feels like just the opposite end of the same light beam, if I say that. So when you are with a person, just tune into the energy of the person, how the person sits, how the person breathes, how the person is using the space. It's completely fine, not always, talking to the other person and having our questions answered, or knowing the answer, or going deeper and deeper, because I feel that depth is already there. I feel that just this gentleman really would like to show more, want to prove more, but not primary to you, but then to himself. That I'm deserving, and then life is good to me, and then life is supporting me and showing me something. I feel that the time how you have met, you have been a little bit ahead with your energy, more together, more balanced, more out in the world. His energy, he's just catching up. What Spirit is telling me that energy is going to get even closer to each other. Now I'm seeing like two parallel timelines, and now they are getting a little bit closer and closer. And then as you are holding the space, that's beautiful actually, how you are holding the space of silence and peacefulness and grace within yourself for the other person, he's going to start talking more, and then in that way you are meeting in the middle. How wonderful that is. So when you have the question whether this person is forever for me or soulmate, I'm not really working with that energy, who is the soulmate or who is not, because one way or another we are all meeting and we've got something to learn and exchange energies and empower each other, give and take. So I feel that this person is going to be around you, is not going to go anywhere. It takes really about the leverage, giving and taking and giving and taking and finding the balance. So if it resonates
Yeah.
with you, you tune in with his world, which is about silence and just being. Sometimes it's perfectly fine to go with somebody for a coffee and not talk to each other for 10 minutes, and then just watching the world go by, and then just being in the space. And I feel that he would really not like to have somebody who's matching him, and then he will come forward, and then he will catch up with your energy, and then from there the conversation develops and the energy develops. I feel that end of the November and December is going to be a new point of reference for you in time, so if you understand that. Your color in this conversation is what I see is not the red, but the darker, I want to say very quickly, the darker pinks, and then his energy is the green, and then the turquoise, and then the blue, and then how you are going to meet, so it's a heart, and then the throat, the conversation communication center, So I think about a couple of seconds. So Marky, thanks very much for tuning in. I hope I could help you. Feel free to send me an email to hello@zsuzannamedium.com, and I would be happy to continue the conversation, how we started here. But it's because it feels like a beautiful conversation, beautiful space, and how you are able to hold a space for each other, And then it's somehow it's really coming together with the conversation what I started at the beginning, that creating that always the most beautiful relationship. I'm so grateful for that. Show me more of the energy. So that's the blessing for you. Okay. So thanks very much for being here, and all my lovely listeners and viewers. Thanks very much for being here. Come back in 7 days' time, and because that is my 100th anniversary, a very, very, very special. Thank you, and lots of love to everybody on the other side of the screen here on the Aspo Radio Network, and even on Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. And my goodness me, I love you a lot. I love you a lot. And then come back in 7 days' time. Okay, that's going to be 101 next time. So here we go. Lots of love. Bye.